relation to Jay-Z, it says in approximately 1996, Redacted resided with Redacted in Redacted. An unknown man abducted her from her home when she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, stage name
Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, professionally and privately. Sean Carter.
The Super Bowl ended, but the real fireworks didn't come from the stadium. They came from the timeline. Because while fans were arguing about plays, halftime moments, and commercials with talking animals, social media suddenly swerved into rap royalty drama. One family appearance, one reaction post, one legendary troll with a Wi-Fi connection, and boom, the internet turned into a hip-hop debate arena with popcorn flying. 50 Cent didn't just post, he allegedly poked. Jay-Z didn't respond, which somehow made people yell louder. And the internet? The internet grabbed screenshots like they were winning lottery tickets. We're talking about shade, interpretation, reaction culture, and meme pages working overtime like they're on a championship bonus. This is the kind of petty plus prestige crossover that makes reality TV look like a calm nature documentary about sleeping turtles. Was it harmless trolling? Strategic needling? Old rivalry energy with a fresh coat of sarcasm? Or did the internet build a 10-episode theory series from one spicy moment? Because when rap titans, family optics, and Super Bowl spotlight collide, subtlety packs its bags and leaves the country. Today we're breaking down the shade, the reactions, the memes, and the reputation ripple effects. The moment that Super Bowl family appearance clip started circulating, the internet didn't just react, it stretched, cracked its knuckles, and clocked in for overtime. Because when hip-hop royalty appears in a high-visibility moment and 50 Cent is anywhere within posting distance of a keyboard, the timeline doesn't expect silence, it expects fireworks with captions. Jay-Z showing up with family instantly triggered the usual spotlight storm. Cameras zoomed, blogs posted, fashion accounts analyzed outfits like they were decoding encrypted messages. Nothing unusual, celebrity plus Super Bowl equals content buffet. But then came the extra seasoning, reaction posts and commentary, pointing to 50 Cent allegedly throwing a little digital elbow in that classic troll professor style he's turned into an art form, not a press conference, not a diss track, not a documentary. Just shade-flavored social media behavior, the modern equivalent of raising one eyebrow in HD. And let's be honest, nobody throws a sarcastic grenade online with a silk glove like 50. His trolling or some is longer than some artists' discographies. The man doesn't just stir the pot, he installs a motor in it. So when people saw his reaction energy connected to Jay-Z's Super Bowl moment, speculation didn't walk, it sprinted. Screenshots started circulating like limited edition sneakers, red circles, arrows, captions in all caps. Look at this. Not a coincidence. According to the internet, Coincidence retired years ago and now lives in a cabin with Bigfoot. Some fans interpreted the post as playful ribbing industry banter with a petty sparkle. Others treated it like a coded missile launched from Trollbase Alpha. Same pixels, completely different emotional movies playing in people's heads. Jay-Z, notably, didn't jump into the mud pit. No instant reply. No clapback caption. No live rant. And nothing drives online noise louder than one side being loud and the other side being quiet. Silence online is like dropping a mysterious briefcase in a crowded room. Everyone assumes it's full of secrets immediately. The rivalry. Historians showed up. You know them, the hip-hop archive professors with memory banks going back 20 years and zero hesitation. Old tension, old interviews, old subliminal moments got pulled out like classic vinyl. According to them, this wasn't a moment, it was a sequel. Reaction channels rolled in fast. Titles popped up like emergency alerts. 50 throwing shade? New Jay-Z subliminal? Super Bowl petty war. Thumbnails looked like emotional crime scenes, shocked faces, flames, giant question marks big enough to block traffic. Supporters of 50 Cent said people were overthinking a joke, that trolling is his default setting, like dark mode. Their argument was simple. If he breathes near a joke, people write a thesis. Chill. Supporters of Jay-Z said legends don't respond to every internet pebble thrown at their window. There's tense elevation over agitation. Translation: when you're on the penthouse floor, you don't argue with people yelling from the sidewalk, and right there, that contrast is what fed the algorithm like premium steak. The Troll King versus the calm mobile. Petty energy versus poised silence. The internet loves a character matchup more than a boxing card. Meme pages clocked in next, and when meme pages arrive, dignity exits through the back door. Edits showed. Scoreboards labeled shade. One silence. Oh. Fake commentator clips describing live petty coverage. Super Bowl graphics replaced with rap rivalry stats. Comedy doesn't pick sides, it picks engagement. Then came the body language. And symbolism analysts, yes, them again. People zooming into facial expressions from stadium clips like they were decoding ancient ruins. Look at the smile. Notice the posture. Sir, he's watching a football game. Not negotiating a treaty, but analysis marched on bravely. The phrase strategic trolling started trending in commentary threads. That's the idea that some celebrities don't just joke, they needle with precision timing. Post when the spotlight is hottest. Joke when the cameras are loudest. Whether true or not, it sounds good. So it spreads. Others pushed a different theory that the internet attaches intention to everything. That once a rivalry narrative exists, every emoji becomes a weapon and every joke becomes a jab. Their message: sometimes a laugh is just a laugh. The internet responded by not believing that at all. Sports fans got pulled into the drama too. Confused but committed. They came to argue about coverage schemes and left debating rap mobile psychology. That's crossover chaos when two completely different audiences collide and nobody knows the house rules. Engagement numbers surged. Shares multiplied. Debate threads grew longer than award show speeches. Because nothing feeds platforms like legacy names plus fresh shade plus unresolved tension. Then the meta commentary wave arrived, creators analyzing not the shade, but the reaction to the shade. Why we react to celebrity trolling. The psychology of rap rivalry. Same drama, now wearing glasses and a blazer. And underneath all the noise sat one undeniable truth, whether the post was playful, pointed, or purely coincidental. The reaction machine turned it into an event. That's modern fame math. Reaction size often outweighs action size. The second wave is where a celebrity moment stops being an incident and becomes an ecosystem. And that's exactly what happened here. What started as one allegedly shady reaction post turned into a multi-platform debate tournament with brackets, rematches, and commentators who sounded like they were calling a championship fight between sarcasm and legacy. Because once the big reaction pages grabbed the clip and the screenshots, the situation graduated from scroll drama to panel topic drama. Now everybody had a segment. Everybody had a breakdown. Everybody had a theory with dramatic background music and subtitles that looked like they were typed during an earthquake. Bigger hip-hop commentary accounts started reposting the moment, with captions that didn't just describe, they directed. Words like blatant, cold, calculated, and classic 50 started flying around like they were on payroll. And once language gets spicy enough, audiences don't just watch, they pick sides like dodgeball teams. Then came the celebrity-adjacent reactions, the most powerful accelerant known to the gossip internet. A few artists posted vague tweets about grown men and petty games. Others posted laughing emojis with zero context, which of course created maximum context. Nothing says chaos like a famous person posting a single emoji during a controversy. Window. People started reading timelines like tarot cards. He posted that 3 minutes after the clip. That tweet came right after the repost. We have officially reached timestamp astrology, where coincidence is illegal and everything is a signal from the universe. Meme creators evolved the situation into full cinematic parody. Fake movie posters appeared. The Shade Father, Petty Bowl, Champions, Fast and Furious, Troll Drift. Edits showed 50 Cent in a referee jersey throwing penalty flags for excessive legacy flexing. Jay-Z edits showed him labeled unbothered level, final boss. And here's the wild part, the memes weren't even trying to prove truth. They were competing for laughs. But laughs shape perception faster than facts. Comedy is a reputation. Sculptor with a jetpack, live stream debates exploded across platforms. Split screen panels with titles that sounded like courtroom TV specials. Creators talking over each other with passion, delay lag, and absolutely no surrender. Every sentence started with "let me say this" and ended with someone else yelling, louder. One camp argued this was textbook 50, a master of relevance judo, flipping any trending moment into a visibility boost with one well-timed jab. They said this wasn't random, this was brand consistent trolling excellence. Another camp argued the internet inflates everything he does because people expect him to be trolling even when he's posting about lunch. Their defense was simple: expectation bias is undefeated. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's non-reaction became its own headline genre. Articles and videos started framing silence as strategy, power move, executive calm, billionaire energy. The man didn't post, and somehow that became louder than posting. That contrast fueled endless comparison takes. Troll, energy versus mogul restraint, noise versus poise, joke versus legacy. The internet loves duality like it's a superhero movie trailer. Old rivalry moments got pulled out of storage again. Interviews, award show tension clips, past jokes, past side comments, all reintroduced like returning characters in a long-running series. The narrative archaeologists were working triple shifts. Some creators started building full psychological profiles like they had doctorates in rap behavioral science. This is dominance humor. This is status signaling. This is competitive framing. Sir, this is Instagram, but go ahead. Published a thesis. Sports crossover commentary added another layer. Analysts joked that the real Super Bowl matchup was petty versus prestige. Graphic edits showed fake stat lines, posts thrown, shade completed, silence maintained. ESPN didn't air it, but meme networks did. Then came the backlash to the backlash layer, people criticizing the culture of instant rivalry inflation. They argued that audiences now treat every celebrity interaction like scripted conflict because drama is more clickable than neutrality. These takes were thoughtful, balanced, and received half the engagement. Of course, brand-conscious creators stepped carefully, wrapping every sentence in allegedly, interpreted as, and appears to be. You could feel the legal bubble wrap through the screen. Nobody wants to get sued over a laughing emoji breakdown. Audience psychology shifted too. Early viewers asked, did he throw shade? Mid-cycle viewers asked, why did he throw shade? Late-cycle viewers asked, who won? Yes, we turned social media behavior into a competitive sport again. Fan bases hardened their positions. 50's supporters celebrated the humor and audacity. Jay-Z supporters praised the restraint and stature. Neither side moved an inch. Online loyalty is stronger than gym memberships. Engagement kept climbing because unresolved tension is algorithm oxygen. Closure is boring. Possibility is profitable. As long as intention stays unconfirmed, debate stays alive and the most fascinating. Twist newer audiences who didn't even grow up with the original rivalry history got pulled in like binge watchers starting at season 6. They didn't know the backstory, but they knew the vibe. And the vibe was loud. By the time this whole Super Bowl shade saga reached its late stage, the internet wasn't even arguing about the original post anymore. It was arguing about legacy positioning, personality branding, and who controls the narrative in hip-hop's billionaire era. That's when you know a small spark has turned into a cultural bonfire. The joke is no longer the headline, the interpretation is, because in modern celebrity warfare, perception is the real championship belt, not platinum records, not net worth charts, not trophy rooms. Narrative control. Whoever the audience feels one wins the round, at least online. Public perception split into clean story arcs. One storyline cast 50 Cent as the undefeated troll. General, the man who can turn one raised eyebrow into 3 days of trending conversation. According to that camp, this was strategic mischief at master level. Precision shade. Petty with a pilot's license. Another storyline crowned Jay-Z the unbothered emperor, too elevated to swat at digital mosquitoes. That interpretation painted silence as strength, non-reaction as dominance, and composure as the ultimate flex. When you're operating at mogul altitude, You don't argue with turbulence, and what's wild is both narratives can thrive at the same time online. The internet runs on parallel realities powered by confirmation bias and high-speed Wi-Fi. Reputation analysts, also known as creators with strong opinions and better microphones, started forecasting brand impact like financial weather reports. This helps 50's engagement brand. This reinforces Jay's executive image. This strengthens both identities. Amazing how everyone becomes a strategy consultant during drama week. Media culture commentators zoomed out even further and framed the moment as a case study in modern fame mechanics. They argued that trolling is no longer reckless, it's tactical visibility. That silence is no longer passive, it's curated positioning. Same actions, upgraded meanings. Meanwhile, meme culture preserved the moment in digital amber. Once a situation becomes a reusable joke template, it never fully dies. It becomes reference material. Future petty moments will get captions like Super Bowl shade energy. Congratulations, you are now a meme measurement unit. Another ripple effect showed up in how audiences talk about rivalry in the streaming era. Back in the day, tension lived in interviews and diss tracks. Now it lives in captions, emojis, and timing. Conflict has gone from albums to algorithms. Silence continued to play a starring role. The longer Jay-Z didn't directly engage, the more theories multiplied. Strategy, dismissal, legal caution, executive boredom. The truth could be any of them, but uncertainty generates more content than answers ever could. Some observers pointed out something uncomfortable but accurate. Audiences often want rivalry to exist more than rivalry actually exists. Because conflict is entertaining, mutual respect is boring. Nobody makes 10 reaction videos about two legends peacefully minding their business. Behaviorally, you could already see the protective adjustments. Commentary around both figures became more careful in mainstream spaces, more explosive in independent ones. That's the two-speed media model: safe coverage up front, spicy coverage in the side streets. The long-tail effect of moments like this isn't cancellation, it's characterization. 50 gets further locked into the master troll archetype. Jay gets further locked into the untouchable mogul archetype. Every new incident gets filtered through those identity lenses going forward. Fan psychology followed the classic pattern too. Early phase, curiosity. Mid-phase, debate. Late phase, entrenchment. Nobody asking questions anymore, everybody defending conclusions like courtroom attorneys paid in retweets. Some creators tried to land the plane with nuance, saying the entire moment shows how online culture inflates micro actions into macro stories. They were correct and received moderate applause and lower engagement. Nuance is healthy, outrage is profitable. The most telling shift was this: the story stopped being about what was posted and became about what it symbolized. Troll culture versus executive culture. Noise versus poise. Joke versus stature. Once symbolism replaces specifics, a controversy graduates into mythology, and mythology has sequels. Because here's the part nobody wants to admit: moments like this don't resolve, they archive. They sit in the digital library waiting for the next related spark. One future joke, one interview line, one awards show camera shot, and the callback headlines will reload instantly. Search memory will always connect the dots. Recommendation: engines never forget. Audience recall works like muscle memory. One flex and the old clip resurfaces. Careers won't collapse over moments like this, but narratives absolutely get reinforced. Brand traits get underlined. Character reputations get bold font. And if you think the internet wants final closure, you haven't studied engagement patterns. Closure ends the episode. Ambiguity renews the season. And there you have it: one Super Bowl appearance, one troll-style reaction, and suddenly the internet builds a 10-episode drama series with bonus analysis, meme directors, and comment section prosecutors. No court order, no press conference, just screenshots, sarcasm, and people arguing like debate champions with unlimited data plans. Now it's your turn, and don't just sit there like a frozen live stream. I want your verdict in the comments. Was this elite-level trolling from 50? Or did the internet turn a playful jab into a full rivalry documentary? Is Jay-Z's silence the ultimate boss move? Or just smart energy conservation? Drop your take. pick your angle, and defend it like your Wi-Fi depends on it. If you watched all the way through, you're officially part of the investigation squad, so act like it. Hit that like button like it just leaked your group chat. Smash it like it owes you royalties plus interest. Subscribe like your curiosity is on a monthly payment plan. Turn on notifications so you don't show up late to the next rap drama explosion talking about "I just heard about this" when we already ran the replay twice. Because here, we don't just report the noise, we break it down, spin it around, and put it under a microscope with surround sound. If hip-hop tension, celebrity shade, or viral chaos pops off, it lands right here for full breakdown treatment. Share this with that friend who says they're above the drama but somehow knows every detail before the blogs post it. Yeah, that undercover analyst. Stay loud, stay sharp, stay subscribed. Truth tattle where the gossip gets grilled.